Hey friends, my name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Welcome to the live auction. Tonight, there is a reserve. You can spoil the surprise and you can go over to Discord. But there's sort of a reserve on this because there was a bid over on Discord. But if you want to play along and not spoil the surprise, the bidding starts at 0. Place your bid in the live auction. This is an Ultimate Freestyle Tiny Whoop fresh build, Foxeer razer camera, white McStinky mount, printed by Danzilla. I have switched the ceramic tower antenna over to a Newbie Drone tuned piece of wire. This is both lighter, more durable, and you'll actually get better flight performance with it. The little ceramic tower antennas are junk. We've done the lightweight modification to the video antenna with a little piece of shrink wrap there to make it a little bit more durable. Weebleed FPV 0702 32,500 kV motors, Gemfan 1210 biblades, Newbie Drone Cockroach 65 V3 frame in white, and I think that's it. Camera, antennas. Oh, it's the 2G4 AIO, right? So this is based off of the old school Mobula6 ELRS. So you've got motor plugs. You've also got a camera plug as well. Tuned, flew it. We'll fly it tonight. Just one battery, I think, tonight. I flew 2 or 3 batteries Monday night, if you want to take a look at that. And yeah, it's awesome. Fresh set of propellers, ready to go. Extra motor as well. Extra Weebleed 0702 32,500. I'm going to ship it in the original box because there's bubble wrap and it'll definitely get there safe. And yeah, that's it. So the bidding starts now in the chat. You can just so basically the way it works is that it's 10:05 Eastern now. At 11 o'clock Eastern, that's the end. And you get 10 minutes to so top bidder gets basically like 10 minutes to shoot me the PayPal. Otherwise, we're going to go to the next person. I don't want it to drag on and for it to get weird and to have to redo it. That's what we did last time. It worked great. We'll just do it again this time. That's how it is. That's how it's gonna go. This is the third live auction for one of these that we've done. I did the other two a while ago, like 6 months ago. So yeah, have at it, friends. In the chat, Hockey Rounds was first. Tony Morgan was next. Daniel 1964, Frank Nicholas, Danzilla the Terrible, David 4F, BLD 0550, FPV Flyer, Brashy, Freelojo, Walter, Van Den Ord, Gusto FPV, Timmons, Volusia, Northern Tier, Timothy Conlin, Mega FPV, Fun Per Volt, Michael Stewart, Doubles FPV, Grepper, Curtis Hayes, Slow Cal, FPV Toast, and Rockworth 710. If you want to hear the gangly man read your name, you got to be on the first page of chat comments. So you got to get here early. If you want to talk to me directly, all you got to do is type CiottiFPV. You can type at CiottiFPV, whatever. You can do that with each other. If you want to get Brashy's attention in your message, type Brashy and spell it correctly. And for him, his name will light up in orange. This is my full-time job. Head on over to CiottiFPV.com to check out all the ways you can support me. Patreon helps me out the most. There's an Etsy store and a Teespring page where you can buy some cool stuff. There's a Fiverr page where you can work one-on-one with me, take advantage of almost 8 years of experience. I'll help you fly better, build better, tune better. Those are the 3 main things. Or if you just have a half an hour, an hour's worth of questions, you want to rapid fire at me, have at it. A whole bunch of affiliate links too. It's 2024, my friends. If you're not using affiliate links, you're not supporting people that make content that you can watch for free on YouTube. Do it. It's free money. It doesn't affect you in any way. You have to hit an affiliate link every time before you check out. When you check out, it deletes the affiliate link. So replace your bookmarks with somebody's affiliate links. Make your homepage somebody's website that has all their affiliate links on it. Whatever works for you. If you just type like AMA for Amazon into your URL bar, type AMA and remove the suggestions, and then hit the affiliate link for Amazon from the person you like most a bunch of times, and then every time you hit AMA, it'll suggest the affiliate link, and you can just click straight through. Danzilla Terrible tagged me and said, my opening bid for Teddy is $200. Team Tedward forever. The dog is also for sale, my friends. No, he's not. I take him to the vet today. Danzilla Terrible says, let's go, and then something that I refuse to say. I don't even like that I said let's go. You tricked me, you son of a bitch. CBFPV says, yo, what are the ideal settings on a RunCam hybrid? Oh, God. I have a Patreon post talking about that, and there's even a QR code that you can just scan. Let's see if I can actually find it on my Patreon. So I'm going to go to my Patreon channel, and I'm going to hit... Where are the tags at? What? Oh, you know what it is? I'm in creator mode because it's my Patreon page. For you guys, how do I look at this? How do I look at this the way that you guys would see it? Edit, about, go to insights. Yeah, hold on a second. I'll figure this out. Can I just click? Nope. Oh, I could just click there. Nope. What's that button do? Is that a share button? Okay, it's not telling me. Here we go. Viewing as member. Okay, so... Yeah, there we go. Alright, so... Where are the tags? What... Tier... What happened to the tags? I spent all this time putting tags on every single one of these posts. Can I just search? Tech Talk? You can probably just search. Okay. Alright, so just use the search and search for RunCam Hybrid. I bet you that'll find it. Hey! There you go. Video quality high, loop recording off, power on, auto recording on, resolution 4K 30, volume low, shutter auto, ISO 100. Technically, you could try to lock the shutter. The problem is there's not a great way to like monitor it. There's not like a live view way of monitoring it. So your safest bet is probably to leave the shutter on auto, but definitely lock the ISO. So, I mean, you can just use this. This QR code will set all of these settings, so you don't have to do them one by one. Saturation 2, exposure 0, contrast 1, sharpness 1, center weighted metering, white balance sunny, low light image enhancement off, auto shutdown off, frequency 60 hertz. Those are the best settings that I ever found for the RunCam hybrid. And those are available over on the Discord. If you just search for RunCam hybrid, you'll find them. Second post. Good question, brother. Big Mucus says approximate up tilt on that McStinky, 20 degrees. All of the McStinkies that I had you guys print in the 3D printing competition were 20 degree up tilt. Striker says, hey man. Rockworth says opening bid at 100. There we go. Striker also says, how do I learn indoor acro mode? What cam angle do I start at? In my opinion, as low as possible, like 5 degrees, 10 degrees. And then how you learn it is just to do it over and over and over again. It is very difficult. It is incredibly difficult to fly acro indoors. So you're looking at least a few hundred batteries to get like remotely competent, and then to start doing the crazy shit you see me doing, it's going to be at least another couple of hundred batteries. You know, luckily Tiny Whoop batteries are cheap and you can just back to back them. So you'll get a lot of stick time in with a Tiny Whoop versus like flying rigs outside, where every time you crash and you can't fly at home, you got to walk for 5 minutes to get the damn thing. So yeah, you can get hundreds of batteries in within like a few weeks usually with a Tiny Whoop. Jay Hines upping it to 120. Vagabond FPV says there might be hope for the Walk Snail Whoop after all. The new RCinpower 0703 27,000 kV look like an upgrade versus the 1002 22,000. RCinpower 0703, huh? I have not seen those yet. Where are you seeing them? 0703 is an interesting motor size. Look at that. So 0703, as we always talk about, the width, the width versus the height is super important. You want to try to be minimum 3 to 1. Ideally like 3.5 to 1 or 4 to 1. So 0703 369. This is a motor that is basically 2.3 to 1, 2.3 width versus 1 height. So this is a motor that has the potential to overheat like crazy. This, you can see it looking at the motor. It looks very tall and not very wide, right? 0703, that's a good stator volume, but the question is going to be, will it overheat? Unfortunately, it's a 1mm motor shaft, so for me, that completely eliminates it from consideration for any 75mm rig. I've run a ton of 1mm motor shaft motors on 75mm rigs, and they bend and break super quick. So it's not the motor for me. But if you're going to do a 75 and not crash it much, this could be a good motor for you. Just don't expect to... So here's going to be the other problem with that ratio of width to height. This is a motor that's going to get hot. So this is not a motor that I would run on like a walk snail build. The extra weight of the walk snail is going to dump a bunch of extra heat into the motor because the hover point is going to be significantly higher in the throttle. Walk snail adds roughly 30 to 40% extra weight to the rig. And that's going to be 30 to 40% extra heat into the motor. And so, yeah, this would not be my choice for a walk snail 75mm rig. This would be more of like an analog 75mm motor. And I would much rather do the iGao 0802 27,000 kV motor in that kind of a scenario. 0802, right? 8 wide, 2 tall, 2468. So that's a 4 to 1 ratio. 802 is going to run much, much cooler than this 703, which is 3 tall, 7 wide, 3, 6, 9. 7 is 30% less, right? So 2.3 to 1 is the ratio of width to height on these 0703s. Super interesting. don't know what this motor is for. This would not be a good motor for, in my opinion, for a 65 millimeter rig, because 27,000 kV is not quite enough. So yeah, interesting motor. It's gonna make more power than an 802, because the 3 millimeter tall stator, the height of the stator does much more work. Increasing the height of the stator does much more work than increasing the width of the stator. So these will make really good power, but 27,000 kV is not really enough for a 65 millimeter rig. You're going to have to put this on a 75 millimeter rig because the kV is a little bit lower. And then on a 75 millimeter rig, the 1 millimeter motor shaft is going to be the limitation. It's going to bend, it's going to break. I have heard people say that the RCinpower motor shafts are stronger than some of the other motor shafts that are out there, namely Happy Model. I've not really run RCinpower. Look, I don't buy it. I don't think that RCinpower is using a drastically different metal or a different metal at all that Happy Model is using. I would love for that to be true, but I have bent and broken 1 millimeter motor shafts on T motors, iFlight Zing motors, Happy Models, of course. Pretty much everybody other than RCinpower. The thought that like RCinpower is using some magical metal for their motor shaft, I personally don't buy it. I would love for that to be true, but I would be very shocked if that were the case. What I think it is that the people that say that that 1 millimeter motor shafts from RCinpower are like infinitely durable, those are people that don't crash. Or if they do crash, they crash into the grass, which is basically not crashing. So yeah, I've yet to hear that from anybody that says like, yes, I crash into cement, hardwood floors, walls all the time. So yeah, I'm not buying it, but I would love for it to be true, because the more good motors we have, the better. So yeah, super interesting. Thank you for calling that motor out. I did not see this motor pop up anywhere. More choices are better than less. So just because I personally can't think of a great platform for this motor to run on, doesn't mean that this is not the perfect motor for you, right? Like if you have a 75 millimeter rig that you're not going to hammer the hell out of the throttle on all the time, you're going to fly it like a little bit more slowly, and you don't crash into hard surfaces, this might be the perfect motor for you. But yeah, it's an awkward motor size. I would much rather see it be an 803. That would have the wider the motor bell, the bigger of a heat sink it is. It's physically bigger, but it's also out farther into the airflow coming down off the propeller. So yeah, I would rather see this be an 803, but it's cool. I don't know of any other 70. That's not true. There were 703s a long time ago. I love it. I love that we have a 703 motor that's current and new that we can test and see if it's got some magical unicorn dust spread on it. But yeah, I doubt it. Denzel the Terrible says, see Jay Hines bid above. Jay Hines with a $120 bid. Striker says, what whoop should I start with? Mobula6 2024 isn't in stock anywhere. And I was looking at the Newbie Drone Hummingbird V3. I hate to say this because I love Newbie Drone as a company, and they've supported the hell out of me over the years. But I really can't recommend the Hummingbird V3. I've had too many of those AIOs explode on me. I think I'm up to 3 now. And so, yeah, I can't recommend it. The Mobula6 2024 is kind of the only tiny whoop that I can recommend at the moment, mainly because it's just so much better. Like, waiting for that, you're going to get something that's really cheap and really good. It's just unbelievable. Like, the price point, like, it's the best of the tiny whoops, and it's one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest. Like, when the hell does that ever happen? So yeah, I guess, like, gun to my head, I would recommend the Beta FPV whatever 65 they've got, Meteor 65 maybe. I don't really pay much attention to their binding flies. But that's going to be more reliable in my experience. So yeah, whatever the Beta FPV 65mm rig is, that would be the only thing that I could suggest, and I don't really suggest it. I suggest you wait for the Mobula6 2024. Look for somebody that's doing pre-orders on it. Put the pre-order in and just, yeah, spend time in the simulator, keep learning. I know that's not a great answer. It's not the answer that you want, but that's the answer that I have to give because, yeah, that rig is just so much better than anything else. FPV Toast says, tags are on the collections page. Awesome. Thank you for that, dude. Rockworth 710 with a $130 bid. Thank you, brother. Kevin Sumner says 0703 is 14% larger volume than 802. In my opinion, only good for 40mm tri/quad blades, or maybe 45mm prop selection notwithstanding. 1mm 1mm shaft. 27,000 kV. So I agree with everything Kevin's saying, other than only good with 40mm tri and quad blades. The 40mm, so 40mm is also 1.6 inch. The 1.6 inch quad blades, I'm sorry, tri blades make less thrust than the bi blades. So you might as well run the bi blades. The bi blades are also better balanced, yada, yada, yada. The 40mm tri blades, they're just like way too heavy. They like, technically they make a little bit more thrust, but man, in the air, they don't fly good. But luckily 27,000 kV on the 1.6 inch bi blades will rip. Like, that'll absolutely blast. And the 0703 stator size, that's a fairly narrow stator. And with narrow stators, you get really good response time. So these motors on 1610 Gemfan bi blades would be a response champion. Like, you'd be able to run like the PID tune at 1.0 top to bottom, and it would still be absolutely locked. So, you know, these motors aren't bad. It's just they really missed the boat on the motor shaft. If this was a 1.5mm motor shaft, I would have already ordered these tonight. But yeah, that 1mm motor shaft is a total deal breaker for me and anybody that crashes into hard surfaces. Striker says, I really want to get into whoops. I got $60 right now, so maybe $100 or so to go before I can get a good setup. It just seems so appealing. With a whoopster, you can charge 6 packs at once. Hopefully, while you're stacking up that extra $100, Striker, the Mobula6 2024 comes out, because that's the one that you want. Jay Hines up in the bid to 135. Striker says, I would fly at least 20 to 30 packs a day. You'd get good quick doing that. Kevin Sumner says, only potential use, in my opinion, is tiny lifter / cinematic. The problem with that is going to be that they're going to overheat, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, interesting motor. Like, it's a motor that's going to overheat unless you run it on something lightweight, but then it's an awful lot of motor. And the 1mm motor shaft demands that you have something lightweight, but then it's a ton of motor for something lightweight, and it's not quite a high enough kV. It's going to be for like a lightweight 75mm rig, which is kind of an awkward place to be. So yeah, but hey, if you want to try out a 703, there you go. It's going to make a shitload of power. If you're flying a 75mm analog rig around your yard and crashing into the grass, this motor will blast. So if that's you, this is a really interesting motor for you. Striker says, damn, that's sad. The Hummingbird seems so good at $90. Yeah, it flies great, and it's a great weight. But yeah, the AIOs, and I've heard this from a lot of people in chat, that they've had the Hummingbird V3 AIO blow up on them from like not hard crashes. Yeah, I can't in good faith recommend something that's not durable. Durability is really, really important, because to get good and to really enjoy FPV, in my opinion, you have to push yourself. And when you push yourself, you start crashing hard. So it's kind of tough. Timon says, how much differently does the Dead Cat Glide fly over the regular X configuration? I have the standard and was curious about switching. I don't really notice the difference in the way that they fly, but the main reason for that is that I tune my rigs. If you left a rig completely stock tune, and this is not just glide, this is anything, true X, which is what the glide is, versus dead cat, basically you're so this is squished X, but imagine that this is true X, right? You've got all this weight. The roll axis is easy. The roll axis, everything is condensed, and when you rotate it on the roll axis, it's just like lightning. And when you go from true X to dead cat to squished X, it doesn't matter. The motors stay the same distance out because they're set up for X length propeller, and it has to clear this, right? So the roll axis is never the problem. It's the pitch axis that becomes an issue. So on the pitch axis, you've got all this weight spread out, right? And so that makes it harder to accelerate and slow it down on that axis. Well, now you're with a true X setup, you've pushed the motors out pretty far. Like, think of my fingertips where the motors would be if this was true X. And so with the motors out this far, you've got a good amount of leverage, right? It's a longer you look at like the center line here, and the farther out you push the motor, the more leverage there is. And alternatively, the farther in you pull the motor, like on a dead cat, the less leverage. So what can happen if you don't tune your rigs is that if you compare a true X to a, you could say a true X to a squished X like this, or even more drastic, true X to dead cat, is that on your pitch axis, it becomes lazy. And so like when you bang over into roll on the stick, it's going to be sharp because there's not a lot of weight on the roll axis that's spread outwards, and the arms are pushed out a good amount because the prop has to clear. So on the roll axis, you can have this nice sharp response, but then on the pitch axis, you're going to have a much different response. It's going to be slower to accelerate, and it's going to be slower to decelerate, and it's also going to prop wash worse. You're going to have a situation where the pitch axis will prop wash when the roll axis doesn't, and it can lead to sort of an unbalanced flying experience. Unless you're really good, though, to be honest, you're probably not going to really notice it in the air. You're just going to adjust to it, but you'll have a platform that doesn't really handle prop wash as good as a true X or a squished X, because on the pitch axis you've removed that longer lever, and so the pitch axis is just sort of going to struggle. The way you can fix this is to PID tune it, and basically there's two sliders in the pitch tune that specifically push the pitch values up and down, the pitch D gain and the pitch I and P and I gain. And so all you really need to do on a dead cat setup is push the pitch PIDs higher, and that will artificially kind of fix it'll just give more authority to the pitch axis as a band-aid from it not having as longer of a lever. Hopefully the frame is good enough, the glides are, where it's nice and quiet and you have some headroom in the tune and you can do that. You know, at the end of the day, it'll never fly as good as a true X, but you can at least push the pitch values up higher and have it feel more balanced, so it feels somewhat as good. But a true X rig is always going to have that extra mechanical leverage on the pitch axis, which really helps because we spread weight out on the pitch axis. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. Most people won't notice it. If you tune it to have more PID gains on the pitch axis, it becomes really difficult to feel the difference. But all said and done, like, the pitch axis is the axis that you want to push the motors as far out as possible on, because that's the axis that we're spreading all this weight on. So it's, you know, the dead cat setups are going to limit the entire build. But I mean, here's the other thing, right? If you're doing a dead cat setup, the only reason to do that is if you're going to fly it cinematic. Like, when you go dead cat with the front arms, the thing starts to crash really bad because the camera becomes the farthest forward point, right? So, like, this is the dead cat glide, right? So if I nose this in, if I crash this into something like this, the propellers will hit first, but then the propellers will bend, and as you can see, the camera is going to smash next. The ends of the arms here, where my eyeball is, they're not anywhere near the ground yet. So a dead cat rig crashes horrible, and you end up breaking top plates and bottom plates and cameras all the time because the front motors have been pulled back like this. So a dead cat rig being flown freestyle sucks because you just mangle the main body, and the main body is a bastard to replace all the time, right? You really want, for a freestyle rig, you want the arm ends to hit first because they're nice and strong and thick, right? Your arms are 5mm, your top and bottom plate is going to be like 2.5mm. And your camera is up there too, right? Which is kind of the most fragile, other than the antenna, the most fragile part of the rig. So yeah, the only real reason to do the dead cat thing is if it's a cinematic rig. And a cinematic rig, you're not going to really be pushing it into prop wash typically. So it tends to kind of work. A dead cat rig, you're never going to get it tuned as good as a True X or a Squished X freestyle rig, but it typically doesn't matter because it's the only reason to do it is for cinematic work. So it's kind of interesting. Like the dead cat layout ends up working kind of fine because of the scenario that you're going to fly that rig in, which is cinematic stuff, which is typically like, you know, floating around, being real gentle with it. And so, yeah, it kind of works. Great question, dude. Kevin Sumner says, did the 0603s overheat on you? 703 would be better in that regard, I would think. I never really put the 603s on anything that would overheat them. I did run them on a lightweight 75mm analog rig, and they didn't seem to overheat, but I never put them onto a walk snail rig just because I kind of knew that they would overheat, right? 603 is even worse. That's a 2-to-1 ratio of width to height. And again, 1mm motor shaft on the 603s, so yeah, it just doesn't make sense. But think of it this way: the 802, we came to the conclusion that the 802s were overheating, and an 802 is a motor that's going to run way cooler than a 603 or a 703, right? So if the 802 is overheating, a 703 is going to as well. There he is. The German with his hot dog. There he goes. See you later, buddy. Be a good boy. Don't bother everyone. Good questions, guys. Striker says, if you don't crash every battery, you aren't pushing hard enough. That's why I have 400 sim hours. Can't afford to crash in real life. LMAO. Jay Hines says, dumb question. With my Fat Shark Scout no HD goggles, will I be able to view tiny whoops in HD0? I doubt it. I mean, unless it's an HD0 tiny whoop. I don't really know much about the Fat Shark Scouts, though. Fat Shark Scout. Is that an HD0 goggle? I think it is, right? Fat Shark Scout. Why am I clicking through the pictures? Scout is news. Is it? If it's an HD0 goggle, you'll only be able to use them for HD0 tiny whoops. If it's an analog goggle, you'll only be able to use it with analog tiny whoops. The HD0 goggles are the only ones that I know of where they've given provisions for you to put an analog receiver on it and use them for both HD0 and analog. So yeah, there's that. How have they not made it blindingly obvious whether or not this is a HD0 goggle? Is it just me? Should that not be like the first thing that they say? Like, the Scout is an HD0 goggle. Why is it so difficult for me to... Is this real life? Did they really not say anywhere in here whether it's analog or HD0? I give up. I quit FPV. That's too much. Rockworth with $145 bid. Outbid by Gunkleberry, though, at $150. Thanks, fellas. June Loco says, did I miss the auction? Nope, the auction ends at 11 o'clock. There is a little bit of a reserve, though, sort of. There was a bid placed over on the Discord, and yeah, because somebody that couldn't be in the actual stream. Nathan Otis says, Scout analog goggles. There we go. They're analog goggles. So they're analog only. They will not work on HD0. So they will work on an analog Tiny Whoop. Okay. Star Stripes Jacket says the Scout HD is the HD0. So there we go. So yeah, there is a pre-existing bid over on my Discord. But let's just keep going. And if you guys outbid that bid, then somebody in the chat will win. Denzel the Trouble says, what's the reserve? I don't necessarily want to say it because that'll kill the fun bidding that's going on in the chat. I gotta put like a little alarm on. Absentee bid. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nice. Good call, Frank. That's it. Yeah. There's an absentee bid over on Discord. It's a phone-in bid. That's a thing that happens in auctions, I think. I gotta put a timer on. Hold on. It's 10:37 now. So I don't know. How's that work? Nope, that ain't it. Pause. Cancel. 11:09. So there's 26 minutes. Nope, that's not right. 22 minutes. Yep, 22 minutes. There you guys go. That's how much time's left. Jay Hines at 152. All right, good to go. And we're caught up on chat. Very cool. So let's fly a battery. I wanted to make sure that I got a battery up in there, buddy. I can't have you doing that, brother. I love you so much, dog, but that toy and that noise will drive everyone with headphones on completely insane. I know this is your favorite toy, but it's going on top of the refrigerator again. Sorry, buddy. Good boy. All right, I gotta hide this toy from him. He will just squeak this goddamn. Oh no, he knows I have it. He knows. He knows. Oh, hey! I threw it over there. All right, good to go. That was easy. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna fly one battery. I don't want to go banging it up or anything like that, but I'm gonna fly one battery so you guys get to see the performance, and then we will leave it on alone. It's all nice and pretty and fresh and new right now. So this will be battery number 3, maybe number 4 that I've flown on this. Oh yeah, 180 degree BT 2.0 lead as well. And here you go, my friends. All right, so we've got no video right now because we have not armed it yet. Ready? So I've turned on low power until first arm. So when we arm it, helps if you turn your transmitter on properly. So when you arm it for the first time, it pops up to regular. Oh, I have to fix the OSD. That's interesting. The auto OSD selection picked the wrong thing. It picked PAL when it should have picked NTSC. I gotta get craft name off the top there. Maybe Teddy will eat it. Let's fuck with him. Ready? Teddy seems to like it. It's Teddy Spaghetti approved, my friends. Launch mode is turned. Whoa! Mr. Big Stuff over here. It's Teddy approved. The weird failsafe situation right now is my transmitter. All my quads do this right now. Something about this 8-year-old transmitter. It takes a minute to literally warm up. It's so weird. So the weird like little snaps that you're seeing and the fact that I'm just yawing it like crazy is me trying to get this transmitter up to temperature. It's the strangest thing ever. I have another transmitter. I just need to find the time to move everything over. 32,500 kV 0702 is absolutely jam, of course. You guys have seen these motors a ton of the channel. Doing a couple of cool whips right there. The giant power loop. Ah! And let's go for another cool whip. Man, that failsafe is so weird. And a cool whip. I missed the cool. Wow, crash recovery is turned on, which is what just saved me there. And it's tuned. Depending on what you crash into, you might need to change the crash recovery tuning. Hey. Oh, come on now. Teddy is eagerly awaiting his Tiny Whoop dinner, but I will not let him eat it. So yeah, pretty, you know, this is the ultimate freestyle Tiny Whoop formula. I have maybe thousands of batteries on this exact same setup. 32,000 kV motors. I'll get you a weight in a second. Don't. Teddy, stop it. You relax. You relax, you smelly beast. Alright, here we go. Oh god, Teddy, relax. Ooh, listen to that big, tough dog. Captain Big Stuff over here. Yo, he's straight up trying to eat this one. He sees that it's all white, and he's like, yeah, I need to eat it. It's tasty looking. Teddy! Teddy! Ah, come on! Get me out of here! I think I'm stuck on the wire a little bit. Back up, buddy. Back up. Yeah, oh no, I'm under the corner of the door. Stop it! Stop it, you! Well, I was hoping to give you a half-decent runtime. Take a look at runtime, but it's I've turtle moded it now so much that the runtime is going to be jacked. But on this exact same setup, you'll get about 3 minutes. I mean, it depends how hard you fly and how often you crash into stuff, but yeah, you'll get roughly 3 minutes. I wonder where we're at now. So we're at like 2 minutes and 30, and there was a whole bunch of turtle moding in there, and just, you know, generally sitting on the ground. So yeah, you guys have seen the ultimate freestyle Tiny Whoop. You know what the performance is like. It's awesome. I absolutely love it. Let me get you a weight. This one actually we weighed it Monday, and it was really light. I'm actually really surprised at how light this is. I didn't expect it to be. I think it was 17 point something grams actually. Usually when I build these ultimate freestyle rigs, they're 18 point something. I was really shocked at how light this is. So we are at 18.06. Okay, so yeah, we changed the camera and canopy from the last time. Last time we had the stock Mobula6 camera and canopy on it. This just looks too good. Like, look how. Oh, hold on. I gotta do the. Wait, was that scale not zeroed at all? Hold up. Okay, no, yeah, 18.1. Yeah, we're good. Hold on. Oh, we got this. Hold on. Gotta put a song on. Some of you know what's coming. Some of you will be pleasantly surprised. Where's it at? No, it's in here. And then it's in here. And it's in here. Let me find a good one. Hold on. That'll work. Hold on. All right, hold up. Here we go. This is, you get this for free. This is a part of the deal. This is part of the package deal. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. It's the best I can do. Best I can do. Yeah, it just looks too good with the white TPU camera on it. And this Foxeer Razer is a great camera. So you'll get 20 degrees up tilt. The McStinky mount is amazing. I've run the shit out of those in the past. So yeah, I figured we'd do something different. Yeah, you could argue that the actual Ultimate Freestyle Tiny Whoop has the Mobula6 canopy, but I've been using Ultimate Freestyle Tiny Whoop for like 2 years, and it's, you know, there was a time that it was 0802 25,000 kV motors, and that's not this at all, right? So it's the powertrain is what like spawned that name, because it just started flying so good. You don't have to have the exact camera, the exact canopy, whatever. This setup looks dope. The McStinky is a mount that works really great. It actually mounts the camera a little bit lower, which is kind of nice, and you won't lose the camera up tilt. The one complaint that I have about the Mobula6 canopy is that the up tilt is adjustable, which is kind of nice, but then after a bunch of crashes, the screws that go through the outside of the canopy, they just go into like a piece of plastic, and they can kind of wallow out that plastic. And so if every once in a while when you crash, you'll lose your up tilt. The McStinky mount, you'll never have that happen. And, you know, some people don't like the RunCam Nano 3. So this has the Foxeer Razer camera, which some people swear is the greatest on God's green earth. So yeah, so it's a ultimate-ish free. No, it's the Ultimate Freestyle Tiny Whoop. This camera is close enough to the RunCam Nano 3 that I was comfortable flying it, and I like that as well. The Newbie Drone BI is awful wide angle, and it takes me a few batteries to kind of get used to it. I was able to just like rip this and hit some decent stuff. So yeah, I'm cool with that. Where am I at in chat here? Hold on a second. There we go. Not applicable, bumping the Jay Hines at 152, and then not applicable up at 180. Melderitson says, I hear Teddy squeaking his hot dog over there. No, it was the the other toy that I always hide from him because it's just maddening. He just squeaks it constantly. Frank Nicholas says there is a phone-in bid, but that's different from absentee. Phone-in bids have auction workers actually calling riders to take bids over the phone live. Right. Good call. Frank says, I manage online live. Oh, nice. I manage online live auctions, which also have local live bidding, phone and absentee bid amounts. Oh, I didn't know that. Absentee bid amounts are never revealed. Very cool. So perfect. Yeah, it is literally an absentee bid. Taylor Owen bumping it up to 201. Damn, dude. Very cool. Soap Legend ruining the absentee, the secret absentee bid. Melderitson says, will the Teddy teeth marks raise the price? Only time will tell. No, if he'd eaten it, I would fix it, I promise. Test says, any thoughts on the new 7.0 27,000 kV motors on Tiny Whoop? We talked about it about 10 to 15 minutes ago. Rewind the stream, and I talked about it for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. I'm not going to ruin your name, but yes, an awesome question. What are 802 motors even good for? They are perfect for analog 75 millimeter, what I call jungle gym bashers. 75 millimeter rigs that are analog, that are built somewhat lightweight. You're looking at like 25. I haven't weighed one in a while. Let me see. There are a bunch of people that like them on 65 millimeter rigs. I do not. I find them to be a little bit too heavy. Where are the 70? Oh, they're over here. Yeah, I don't like them on 65 mil rigs. They're just like needlessly heavy. The 702s are really magic. 24.37. So I have them on this guy. And then I also have them on this guy, which is, I think, a gram lighter, 23.5. So yeah, 23 to 25 gram, 75 millimeter analog. I mean, it doesn't have to be analog, but if you can get at 23 to 25 grams, the 802s, I love 27,000 kV. One of these, This one is actually a custom set of motors that's 30,000 kV. It's even better, but this is 2 set of motors combined, so this is like an $80 set of motors. That's kind of ridiculous. The iGao 0802 27,000s are magic, and then you put the Gemfan 1610 bi-blades, and it's just bananas. Such a good setup. There are Tiny Whoop Imoptura 802 EX, which is the lightweight 802, 33,000 kV motors. These rip on a 65 millimeter rig, but they're a little heavy. The 702, 36,000 kV, 40,000 kV, even 32,000 kV have plenty of power, and they're significantly lighter. You get better runtime. The rig just feels much more alive in the air. So I really prefer that on 65 mil rigs, but there are people that are on the other side of that, and they really like the 802s on a 65. So that's typically what those are for. 7 minutes left, my friends. Good question, dude. Meadow Dirksen says, let's not forget those Crazy Bee F4 AIOs are basically extinct now. Yeah, you know, that's a part of the magic of this, is that this AIO is, what's the word? Oh God, what's the, unobtainium. This is an unobtainium AIO. And there's a chance that this is the best Tiny Whoop AIO that's ever been made. The Mobula6 2024 AIO does seem to be really durable, but I haven't put 1,000 batteries through it yet, like I have with some of these old school 2G4 Mobula6 AIOs. So there's a chance that like this AIO is the best one that we will ever get for a Tiny Whoop. It will not last forever. It will break eventually, but good Lord, these are durable. What are you doing? Get out of there. What do you get out of there? Digging in weird stuff. So yeah, that's a part of the magic of this thing is the AIO that you can't get anymore. Very, very, very unfortunately. So yeah, thank you for that reminder, brother. YouTube just did the thing. Scrolling back up to try to find my place. Star Stripes Jacket says the Foxeer Pico razer is also a 60 hertz camera. I checked mine after the last stream. You know, I checked it too, and I'm not getting 60 frames a second with it. So are you? Stars Stripes Jacket, are you getting 60 frames a second from this camera? I did not, and I tried it on the same setup that I've gotten 60. The only camera so far that I've gotten 60 frames a second is the Caddx Ant Lite, which is fine. It's a great camera. Bop says, how much do these whoops weigh? What are these whoops? What is these whoops? Off axis with a 249 bid. Damn, dude, strong. Cloudhopper says, just got here. How do I bid? You just type your number into the chat, and then when the bidding ends in 5 minutes, you got 10 minutes to PayPal me. Otherwise, it goes to the second most person. There is an absentee bid, which is basically acting like a reserve. But let's keep it going in the chat. Stephen Woodruff says, is 802 better than 1002 for an open prop 75 millimeter toothpick like the Flywoo Nano? I don't know. I would, to really give you a proper answer, I would have to get my hands on a Flywoo Nano and fly it. What I can say though is that 802s will give you much higher KV options. So potentially, yes. I don't think that the Here's the best answer I can possibly give you. Take a look at what the Flywoo Nano 802 versus 1002. 802s are better on these guys, and these guys weigh 24.4 grams. So if the Flywoo Nano is 23 to 25 grams dry, then yes, the 802s are going to be better than the 1002s because you can get a higher KV 802 than any of those 1002s. If that rig weighs closer to what these walk snail builds I've been working on weigh, which is like 30 grams, 31 grams, then the 802 is going to overheat, and you need the 1002 because it's a bigger heat sink. So there you go. That's a pretty damn good answer. Ooh. The only thing that could throw that answer off, 3 minutes left, friends. The only thing that could throw that off is if the extra obstruction under the propeller makes a big difference on that Flywoo Nano. One of the magic things about Tiny Whoop frames is that the only obstructions to the thrust are very thin and they're kind of aerodynamic. Carbon fiber frames block much more of the thrust, and that's gonna hurt the 802s a little bit more. I wouldn't think that it would be I think you'd be okay, but technically that's the only thing that might throw that answer I gave you off a little bit. Off Axis says, LOL, it's not my bid. Oh, whose was it? I don't know whose it was. I've lost track. Bop says, the ones you're auctioning, Smarty Pants. I'm only auctioning one. It's this one, and I weighed it a little bit ago. I forget what it was, so I'll weigh it again for you. I want to say it was 18 point something. 18.1. 18.1 grams dry. And I appreciate you calling me Smarty Pants. That makes me feel great. Stars and Stripes Jacket says, I went frame by frame and didn't get any double frames. DVR was from my Skyzone 04X goggles. That's weird. Did you slow the footage down to 50% speed and then go frame by frame? Because you have to do that. If you just grab the footage and just go frame by frame, you're going to be in regular 30 FPS, and yeah, you're not going to get any skipped frames. But yeah, so you got to like drop it into Premiere and then 50% the speed, and then it'll get it, and then it'll be basically 60 frames there, and then that's when you get to see whether or not it's 30 or 60. I hope that you didn't do that, because if you did do that, then I don't know how to explain why you're getting 60 frames and I'm not. Jay Hines with a $203 bid. He is the top. Nathan Otis says 249 was his all-up weight. Okay. That wasn't a bid. That was him talking to somebody else. Got it. Jake FPV says, you got 38 seconds, friends. I'm just going to hold this up. Jake FPV says, I can also confirm my RAzer Pico is 60 frames a second. What the hell? Why is mine not? Are there two versions of it? Oh, God, the phone shut off. 19 seconds, yo. Foxeer RAzer Pico. What? Why is mine not? Stop it, phone. Stay on. 3, 2, 1. Grepper coming in 1 minute before with a $369 bid, and Grepper has beat the what's it called again, Frank? Absentee. Grepper beating the absentee bid. The absentee bid was from Zotek of We Bleed FPV, for the record, friends. Grepper, you have won. Dude, thank you. Very generous. Head on over to CiottiFPV.com. There's a PayPal link in there. Click the PayPal button. In the note, just put your address. Just put, like, you don't have to put anything other than the address. Put your first and last name, your address, your email address, because I definitely want to get you tracking, and I will get this shipped out tomorrow for you. Congratulations, Grepper. Damn, dude, you're going to love this thing. I'm going to throw some extra stuff in. You're going to get the extra motor. I'm going to throw a bunch of stickers in. I'll throw an extra... screw it. Yeah, I'll throw an extra frame in. I'll throw an extra camera mount in. And anything else I can find kind of floating around. Because, yeah, that's super rad. Another live auction, my friends. Congrats, Grepper. You're going to love this thing, man. You really are. And you know what? Grepper, if you want... if you would rather have the where the hell is it? I put it right here for, yeah. If you would rather have the Mobula6 canopy with the RunCam Nano 3, I'll swap them out for you. I just thought it was super cool looking with the white on the white. But yeah, if you'd rather have like the official Ultimate Freestyle Tiny Whoop or whatever, I'll totally swap this out for you. But God damn, it looks cool all white. So yeah, let me know. Let me know which camera and canopy you want. It's all the same to me. Dude, very cool. Very cool. You guys are the best. Dinzel the Terrible says sign the frame. So does Nathan Otis. I mean, Grepper, if you want, if you want me to sign the frame, I guess I could. I guess I would sign it on the on this part. Oh man, I gotta be honest, Grepper. Like, if you want me to sign the frame, I would try my best. I would much rather sign the box, but I'll try to sign the frame if you want me to. But there's a good chance I'm gonna screw it up, and it's gonna look like ass. Like the white and have the Mobula6 canopy just signed. Perfect. That is way. That is a good idea, because although I am sending the extra frame, so if I signed it horribly, but yeah, I'll absolutely sign the box. Very cool. Thank you, brother. Where am I at on chat? Jake FPV says, also coming from a Skyzone 04X DVR. I wonder if there's something about the Skyzone 04X DVR. I wonder if there's something weird about that. Not weird, but like better. And there it is. There's the PayPal from Grepper, so it is officially gone, my friends. Congrats, brother. The box will be signed. They'll throw in a bunch of extra stuff. Oh, Grepper. Every time I ship something out, I put a Broken Prop Crew sent like a 40-pound box of goggle straps and lanyards. And I'm throwing them in with like every single thing that I ship out. So go over to my Patreon. I gotta make sure that I'm not sending on a wild goose chase here. I'll totally just randomly grab some, but I took a picture of a bunch of these. And so view as member. All right, so go to my Patreon and use the little search and search for Broken Prop Crew. Will that find it? Nah, we're just gonna search for like lanyard. No, search for lanyard. Cause shit. Search for strap, like goggles. Oh, come on now. Maybe it is Broken Prop Crew. Is it Broken Prop Crew? Oh man, come on. Hey, there it is. There it is. Here, I'll do this. I'll drop this. I'll make it even easier on you. I'm gonna put this in the chat. There you go. The link is in this chat. Curtis Hayes got my back. Look through these. I have all of these. All of you guys. Look through these, and then if I'm shipping you something, I will throw them in. I have many of all of these. I have like 15 of some of these. Why? Come on, Patreon, really? But yeah, there you go. Look through these, pick out one or two of your favorite goggle straps and lanyards, and I will throw them in there. Like, I'm not, for anybody that missed it, like, this was such an insane thing for Broken Prop Crew to do, and it just blows me away. But like, oh my god, this is what they sent me. Like, look at this, yo. This is ridiculous. This is gonna take me the next 10 years, and I of course, being a lunatic, separated them all out and bagged them individually. But yeah, this is all lanyards and goggle straps. So yeah, if you guys buy something, hold on. Oh boy, that's ridiculous. It is almost as ridiculous as the boxes of stuff that Frank Nicholas sent me that have been keeping the giveaways going really strong. Yeah, if you guys buy anything from my Etsy store, or to be honest, if you just send me a PayPal for like $5, which will cover the shipping, and say like, hey, I want the pizza, the pizza lanyard, I'll just send them to you. Because I can't have a 40-pound box of lanyards and goggle straps sitting there forever. It's gonna drive me nuts. So yeah, let me know which ones you want, and I'll send you a few. Pick two of your favorites, and I'll send you what I got. Because sometimes I have just the lanyard, sometimes I have just the goggle strap. So if you pick two, I'll be able to have at least one of each for you. Danzilla says, if you can't sign it, just lick the frame. Same thing. I'm gonna. I hope I don't offend you on this, but I'm gonna guess it's Mintin. Did I get that anywhere close? Mintin says, thanks for answering my questions, my guy. You're certainly welcome. Tag me again, and because if you're gonna ask questions, I don't want to butcher your name. Give me like a phonetic of your first name, if you don't mind. So, and I might actually remember. I won't remember. I might remember. I won't remember. I'm the worst with names. Metadritzen says, I got Sky04X, and all my Whoop DVRs are showing 60 frames per second as well. I wonder if it's brute force de-interlacing or something. So the file, the file saying, the EXIF data on the file saying that it's 60 frames per second doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually 60 frames per second. The files that come out of the HD0 goggles all say 60 frames a second, but then when you go frame by frame, every other frame is doubled. The frames are doubled. So you go frame forward, it's the same thing. Frame forward, it's the next frame. Frame forward, it's the same thing. So you got to do that little test. It sounds like you guys have. That's super interesting. Somebody, Curtis says search for strap-on. Oh boy. Oh, it's because I was searching for Broken Prop Crew, not Broken Prop Club, which is what I put it in here for. Hold on, let me edit this. Let me edit this post real quick. Broken Prop, not Club, Crew, lanyards, and hold on, I just need to do this. Nope. Yard and head strap. There we go. So now I should be able to search for it and find it in the future. Sweet. Good to go. Oh, God, Danzilla. Jesus. Jay Hines says, I have a Tiny Hawk 3 Freestyle frame. Oh, man, that reminds me. I have to... I'm the worst, man. Emacs sent me these in the dead of winter, and I said, this is not actually an HD, it's the analog version. And I was like, yeah, as soon as it warms up, I'll get these up in the air. And it is now warmed up, so I need to get these two guys up in the air, and we'll talk about them. I have a Tiny Hawk 3 Freestyle frame. I want to build it. What would you recommend for an AIO board for this with a Caddx Vista cam? Tiny Hawk HD Freestyle. So that's this frame. I think that Tiny Hawk forces you to use their own AIO, don't they? They tend to do that a lot. Let's take a look. Is that 25 by 25 mounting? How do I not have anything that's... Here, I can just use this. Let's see. Certainly looks like 25 by 25. I'm going to say that's... I think that's 25 by 25. Yeah, okay. So it is. I'm pretty sure it is 25 by 25. Well, it's actually 25 and a half by 25 and a half. But so yeah, I mean, you can run it. So that's good. That allows you to run pretty much anything. What would you recommend for an AIO board for this with a Caddx Vista cam, or is it a waste of time and money? Man, is it hard to talk shit about products that get sent to you for free. The Tiny Hawk Freestyle frame is a unibody. I do not like unibodies. What is this? A 2.5 inch? What props are these? think it's 2.5 inch. There aren't many 2.5 inch frames out there, though. There might not be. No, there are. So Quadmula has a 2.5 inch frame called the Jin, DJIN. It's meant for the 03 system. And so it's going to be significantly heavier. So what you want to ask yourself is, do you want to have a lightweight but kind of a pain in the ass to fix if you break it frame, which is the Tiny Hawk Freestyle, or do you want to have something significantly heavier but it's going to future-proof you? Down the road, if you want to put 03 in it, if you want to put any of the HD systems in it, you're going to be good. Then it's the Quadmula Jin. It sounds like you already have that frame. So on one hand, it's kind of like, well, throw a bunch of stuff at it and run it until you break it, and then decide, do you want to replace it with the same thing, or do you want to upgrade to the Quadmula Jin? Yeah, that's the best kind of answer I can give you. The frame is lightweight. Loads of people, I remember when that thing first came out, loads of people loved it. So I think you'll be happy with it. And you're building an analog rig, so like getting the Jin frame and then putting analog in it is kind of weird. Like, it's just not meant for that. So yeah, I mean, you already have it. Like, you're not like, I mean, you're not gonna like, you're not gonna break anything that you wouldn't have broken anyway on the Jin frame. So like, I can't think of a reason not to just throw that build together and just let her rip. You know, like, you've got it. You're if you try to sell that frame, you're gonna get like $5 for it. So yeah, I think maybe just, since you're doing an analog build, just do it and run it until it explodes. And then you can decide, hey, did I like this frame? At that point, you're gonna have to take it all the way apart. This is the big thing I hate about unibodies, is that if you break an arm, you have to pull the entire thing apart. And so when you do break it, you're going to have to take it apart. So take it all apart and then just sit there and think to yourself, okay, how long did it take me to break this? How much time did it take me to pull this thing apart? Am I willing to keep pulling it apart? Or maybe at that point you're ready for an HD system and it's like, done. I flew this thing analog. Now I'm going to step up to HD, Quadmula Jin, away we go. So yeah, there are not many 2.5 inch frames out there. And so, yeah, that's probably one of the best ones. And it's a fine frame. It flies totally fine. So yeah, do that. That's going to be my recommendation. Star Stripes Jacket says, yep, exactly what I did in VLC Media Player. There better not be something weird about Premiere. Let's do the test again. Maybe I did the test wrong. I know I didn't, but let's do the test again. It'll take us 1 second to do it. Ready? So has the people that have done this with this camera, what are you all on these Skyzone crazy goggles? I'm gonna try to do this in VLC for the record. Is there something magical about these Skyzone goggles that I don't know about? All right, so we are going to power it on, and then, all right, we're gonna hit record, and I'm just gonna move my hand just so we have a little bit of motion. Great, recording is done. Oh, I need to put this thing into Betaflight and fix the OSD. All right, that's good. Turn this off, and cool. Pull the memory card. All right, let's see here. Now we got this. Okay, so here we go. The reason why I'm so hell-bent on the 60 frames per second thing is that the Caddx Ant Lite is not a good low light camera. So I really want to try to find another camera that'll do it. Okay, so here we go. This is memory card. All right, so here's the file. So you guys are saying you did it in VLC, huh? So let's try that. VLC. And all right. So how are you going to half speed in VLC? Playback? Yep. So playback, if I go down to 0.5. All right. And then how do I go frame? Fuck was that? There we go. How are you guys going frame by frame in here? How are you going? How are you guys doing that? Hit E. E is frame by frame. E. I'll be damned. E. I don't know why it's freezing up like that. Yeah, VLC is really struggling. That's weird. Hold on. Let me dump it into Premiere again, because you know if Premiere for whatever reason won't let me get the extra frames out of it, then it doesn't help me out any. So speed down to 50. Let me check my sequence settings just to make sure there's nothing weird going on there. Oh, this sequence is 5994. This is what screwed me. The sequence is already 60 frames. And so I slowed it down to half speed. And now it's looking for 120 frames. Aha! So if I undo, this is now... So we can check that by zooming in here, right? And so we've got... Yeah, no, it is now... Yeah, there it is. I mean, it's infinitely small, but... Frame forward, frame forward, frame forward, frame forward, frame forward, frame forward, frame. That's weird. There are some doubled frames. There's a doubled frame. I'm going back and forth. You hear the keyboard? But then it's good. Good. Doubled. Good. Doubled frame. The doubled frames are I don't actually know why that's happening. Interesting. Let me confirm this. Hold on. Let me just double check this real quick. Like, let's go, and I can't believe I just said let's go. Save this real quick, and then let me just open just to like quadruple check myself on this. I'm gonna open up a sequence or a project that is definitely in 30 frames a second. So like, let's come over to the whatever. It doesn't even matter what it is. Where's that RC drift edit? Should be in here. Oh, where the hell is it? There we go. All right, so this timeline is in 30 frames. Not applicable. It is gone, brother. Sorry. Whatever. Offline it. That's fine. So if I come in here and then I grab this file, drop it in, and now I do go to 50% speed. Oh, what? Why? Why would you? It's not offline. I just pulled it in there, you dick. Oh, that's weird. Speed duration, 50%. Here we go, ready? What? Hold on. What are the sequence settings? Ah, the sequence is 60 frames a second. Hold on. Let's go to 30 frames in the sequence, just for the sake of whatever. There it is. It's got that. It's how often is that? Ready? Hold on. So there's the doubled frame. So here's the doubled frame. So it's every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every 6 frames are doubled. That's interesting. I don't know what that's about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Weird. So that's what's the percentage on that? 15. Is that 15, 16%? Interesting. But yeah. Shit. Okay, it is 60 frames. What you're looking at right now is a man realizing that all of these cameras are 60 frames. And that I didn't realize that the sequence was in 60 frames. You son of a bitch, you. No, that's not true. That's not true. Might be true. Hold on. Oh, boy. Hold on. This could be good. I would love to be wrong about this because that would mean that I could run any camera that I want. Okay, so one more second. Power this thing up. And I can power on a RunCam Nano 3, and I might as well do the Newbie Drone BI while I'm at it. So this is the BI, and then this is a RunCam Nano 3. All right, cool. I'll do these back to back real quick, like. All right, cool. Powered on. So first one we're gonna do is the BI. And so I just need to plug that in, and then we're gonna just move. Okay, great. And this is the B, the BI. B. Oh, I wasn't recording. You son of a bitch, you. All right, moving. This is the BI. B. And then I can just unplug this, and then I'm gonna plug this one in. No, let's do it as separate files, just in case there's some weirdness there. And then, okay, plug this guy in. This is now the RunCam Nano 3. And hit record, move. This is the RunCam Nano 3. And then we'll kill that. Sweet. That's all we need to do. Turn this stuff off. And memory card out. Into the computer. I'm pretty sure I screwed this all up. I'm pretty sure that the sequence is 60 frames. Oh God, unplug this, you donkey. There we go. Okay. You gotta be wrong to learn, my friends. You don't learn shit when you're right. So be wrong all the time. Just make sure you learn from it. Don't be wrong and then make the same mistake over and over again. That's the trick. Okay. So we got this, we got this, we got this. So first file coming in. This timeline is now 30 frames, so I can bring these down to 50% speed. There's one, there's the other. All right, here we go. So both of these guys, and we're gonna go speed and duration. 50%, let's double check the sequence settings. 30 frames a second, awesome. So let's see. Son of a... So this is the BI, and it's Yep. It's 60 frames. Bang, 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 bang. Frame, 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 frame. And you know what I'm also noticing is it's not doing that weird frame doubling thing. Which I'm going to guess is NTSC PAL related. One of them is 25 frames a second. The other one's 30 frames a second. Wow, okay, so the BI cam is 60. I'll be damned. And now this is the RunCam Nano 3? You bastard. Okay. Yeah, they're all 60. Wait a second, though. That does not look slowed down. Yeah, it does. I was moving my hand fast. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. That is 50% speed. I'm gonna learn something today. Okay. Yeah, it's embarrassing. But a great result. This is great. Actually, I'm just gonna quit out of Premiere and not save. Don't save changes. Yeah, because I want that. Dude, amazing. That's great. I love that. That means that I don't have to run this stupid Ant Light. I just offended someone because a lot of people love the Ant Light and it's like their favorite camera ever. I don't like it. It's not good in low light, and when it adjusts from bright to dark or dark to bright, it does it very slowly, and I don't like it at all. Outside, it's great. If you fly it with a bunch of light, it's totally fine. But yeah, I don't fly tiny whoops outside all that often. Okay. Oh, we got to check one more thing. And that's the HD0 goggles. But I bet you this doesn't. I bet you this will be 30 frames, because the HD0 goggles are interlacing the video, and that process. The process of interlacing is to take the two lines and combine them, and that, yeah, it should be 30 frames. Oops. All right. All I got to do with these is fire it up. It's going to automatically record. There it is. It's recording. Move my hand and unplug this. That'll stop the recording. All right. Recording has been stopped. Cool. Power them down. Pop the card out. And speaking of the HD0 goggles, I completely forgot when a week or two ago when I was like, I'm definitely selling them. I forgot that one of the main reasons that I bought them was that they were the only way I've been able to output HDMI to the big screens in the RC Drifts car place. So do me a favor, friends. If you're bouncing around FPV websites, if you can find an FPV monitor that has HDMI out, please send me the link to it. I need to start looking for a way to, I need to find something that'll output to these monitors at this place. I don't need to, I want to. And I don't understand why, but it's like impossible to find analog receivers that have HDMI out that work properly with whatever the hell the protocol is on these screens at this place. So yeah, the HD0 goggles have been the first thing that I've found that have been able to accomplish that. All right, HD0 memory card is in. Movies, HD0 MP4. I quit out of the damn project. Fire it back up here. Who's this guy? All right, offline. And now we're going to go to the sequence. Come on now. And sequence settings, we're gonna bump this down to 30 frames. Okay, and then we're gonna grab the HD0 file, and we're gonna go 50%. And the frames are doubled, I think. Yep, frames are doubled. No, they're not. It's the weird PAL thing again. Frame. One, so it's what, every 6? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'm keeping the HD0 goggles. What the hell? I swear to God, I had RC drift car footage that was not able to be slowed down to 50% speed. How did this what the hell happened here? It was that edit that I just did. It was in that edit that I just did. The old school looking edit. Hold on. Is that the edit that I'm in right now? It is. I'm in that edit right now. Oh, I know why. It's because the sequence was 60 frames. It's because the sequence setting was 60 frames. I didn't realize it. Why was... Oh. That's why. That's why. So, in Premiere, all right. So in Premiere, when you start a new project, when you create a new project, there are no sequence settings. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'll just tell you. When you start a new project and down here the sequence is empty, there are no sequence settings. The first file that you drag over into the sequence settings get set to whatever that file is. And the first file that I pulled over was a file from the HD0 goggles, which was 60 frames a second. And for some reason, I don't... Most files that... Yeah, I just didn't realize it. I just didn't realize that that the sequence was in 60 frames. So the sequence was in 60 frames, and then I went and I slowed it down 50% slower. And so when I went frame by frame, it was doubling the frames because the sequence... Because I was trying to slow it down to 25%. And if you do that with 60 frames... Yes, you're going to get doubled frames. That sucks. And then you don't even realize that the sequence is in 60 frames because when you export, you export to the best YouTube settings, which are 30 frames. So all I needed to do in here, there were a couple of clips that I wanted to slow down to half speed. Oh, God. Glad I didn't hit play. That would have blown my head off. So yeah, like, so for example, right, like if this is one of the clips, I'm not going to save this, so I can just pull this out of here. So if this is one of the clips that I wanted to slow down to half speed, have I changed the sequence setting? Yeah, so that I've now changed the sequence setting to 30 frames a second. And so now I can come in here and go 50% speed, and there it is. You dummy. And now I've got... Man, there's a couple of clips that would have looked really cool slowed down like this in that edit, and I didn't realize it. Huh. Oh, well. You live and you learn. Man, look how cool. God damn, this looks so cool. Slowed down half speed, still maintaining the 60 frames a second. All right, well, this is good. This is a good thing because don't save, because the HD0 goggles, although I don't find them to be very comfortable, It's very handy because they output to the monitors at this place, TVs rather. They interlace the video, which is great. I'll have the 60 frames. Yeah, this is a good thing. And I won't have to drag around the, well, yeah. I will have to drag around the power play because I have to use this hooked up to the goddamn camcorder. But I won't have to run the Fat Sharks with this stupid thing in my pocket. This is even though the HD0 goggles are not really all that comfortable, I would rather use them than have this in my pocket with the Fat Sharks on my head. It's just stupid to be, I could get a longer cable, but I hate having cables running down my body into my pocket. It's just stupid and annoying. Damn. Yo, whoever was the first one that was like, yo, that Foxeer Razer is 60 hertz, 60 frames. Thank you for testing that. Because that's what led us down this path of self-discovery and self-love and care. No? Is that not what we did here today? Damn, dude, that's wild. Okay, cool. This is a much better scenario because the TVs have some weird thing. I've tried 3 different setups to try to get analog video into these televisions at this place, and none of them have worked. And at this point, I was literally going to have to start buying every single analog monitor that has HDMI out and trying it, and then trying to return it when it inevitably didn't work. I talked to Joshua about this, and he said, like, yeah, I think the HD0 goggles are going to be the only way that you can do what you're looking to do. So, yeah, awesome. And the video quality from those should be better, although I've tested it versus this little setup, and I haven't really seen a difference. But, yeah, it's interlacing the video, and that's a good thing. Well, I'm kind of confused, though. I thought interlacing the video was taking the alternating lines that give us this 60 frames per second and combining them. I don't necessarily understand how. I guess I just don't understand how interlacing works. Damn, super interesting stuff. Thank you, guys. This is the beauty of what we used to call the collective and what we now call the Gangly Gang. We originally called this amazing group of people that hang out in the chat here the collective because this is what we do, man. We act like the Borg, and we all contribute knowledge and share it. And that's the kind of the reason that I started live streaming in the first place 4 years ago. It's been 4 years, I realized lately. 4 fucking years. All right, let's get caught up on chat. And I still got to fly some batteries. Denzel the Terrible says, are there still pizza lanyards available? Can I buy one? Absolutely. Message me. Jay Hines says, my current Tiny Hawk 3 AIO is thrashed. Good, because there are better AIOs out there. Wait, Jay, you're... you have it. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, it looks like you can do... I forgot to answer your question. It looks like you can do any AIO because it looks like it's regular mounting, 25 by 25. I'm not up on AIOs that are not Tiny Whoop AIOs. From what I've heard, Tune RC is what you want, though. Just go to Quad66's channel, QUAD66 FPV. Go to his channel. He flies 2S and 3S toothpicks outside a lot. Great pilot, really smart guy. He's got your back. The whatever AI he's done a bunch of testing on a bunch of different AIOs. I'm pretty sure the Tune RC is the one that he likes the best. But yeah, check his channel out. He'll have a bunch of different views for a couple of different AIOs. And yeah, that's what you want. Star Stripes Jacket says, I'd be willing to lend you my Skyzone goggles for you to test for yourself. That's a super cool offer, but we got to the bottom of it. That's awesome. I also have the HD0 goggles that I fly with most of the time. Mutterson says, in the DVR, you can see the frames juddering up and down, which makes me think the Skyzones are de-interlacing to a full 60 frames per second. Yeah, no, they're as we've now figured out, they're not. They're just like the fat sharks. And yeah, that's just the way that signal comes in. CMYKFPV says, yo, what's good? What's up, homie? Jake FPV says, I love both of my Skyzone's fantastic goggles. Michael Blade says, hello. Star Strip says, I didn't have that issue. Jake FPV says, might be some weird NTSC PAL thing with the power plate. Yep, that's exactly what it is. One or the other, either NTSC or PAL. Oh, I gotta hook this up to Betaflight. Either NTSC or PAL has a slightly, one of them has more vertical resolution, the other one has more frame rate. So whatever this camera is the one that has more vertical resolution because it has slightly less frame rate. But you'll never notice that unless you DVR it and then try to slow it down. And to be honest, that every 6 frames having a doubled frame, that is, I think 6 frames is not noticeable. I figured this out at one point. I think 6 frames, you don't really notice it. You don't really notice that doubled frame. Betaflight, there we go. Cloudhopper says, my current Jungle Gym 75 weighs 23.1. That's really light and has 0802 25,000s with the 1mm shaft. I only have 550 mAh lava batteries. Would I see a difference with 450 mAh? Yes. The difference in weight between the 450s and the 550s is 8 grams. It's either 8 or 6 grams, and that's significant. You might like it with the snag one or two of those 550s. You might like it with the extra weight. It's gonna throw farther, and you'll get longer runtime, which you might want. So I need to go into OSD and which I gotta set this. Well, all right. So I'm gonna turn off. Wait, no. Here, watch this. I can. Here we go. There it is. Grepper, your name is officially in the OSD. It's officially yours now because your name is in the OSD. But let me fix this. Let me fix this OSD for you. So there it is. Grepper is now up there. I need to go to. So this camera has. So there we go. NTSC. That's what I want. Because I had that big gap on the bottom. No. Actually, it's PAL. This camera must be PAL. Whatever. I'll just disconnect and power it up real quick, and I'll see if the OSD looks right or wrong. And right. Yeah, man, you've got crash recovery. You've got all my tricks, man. This is exactly a rig that I would have flown. Where's the OSD at, man? Kick the transmitter on real quick. Oh, okay. No, I have it set wrong. The OSD is off the bottom of the frame. Yep, it's set wrong. Cool. Okay, so I need to go to whatever the other one is. I guess I set it to NTSC just now. I need to go to PAL. Okay, cool. So you, my friend, are getting a PAL camera with more vertical field of view, which is what you want. Vertical field of view is magic. I remember when I bought this camera. That's funny. Yeah, I specifically remember I waited for this camera because the NTSC one was the one that was available. The PAL one was not available, and I wanted that extra vertical field of view. If you're doing Instagram reels, this is going to be the best possible analog camera because of that extra vertical FOV. So if I come in here, I can fix this for you by going to PAL. Yeah, so you got yourself a PAL camera. Oh, and now I just need to move these guys down. There it is. That was the missing link. Cool. And there. And there. There. Awesome. All better. Save it. And good to go. Oh, well. I guess you have to reboot it, maybe? Give me that OSD. Come on. Let me see it. Hey, there it is. Is that it's kind of going off the right side there. I'm gonna pull the OSD in a little bit for you. Because it looks like it's bleeding off this side. So let's just come in here and I'm gonna pull everything in just one little notch. One. Why did that not change it? Oh, because it's set up for 3 characters, so I gotta go 2. There it is. And then we'll pull the pitch in, and we'll pull your name in as well. Now it's perfect. Hell yeah. Congrats, brother. Capacity 300, RSSI 30. Yep. Source total arm time. Timers are set up. Imperial. Save. Good to go. Sweet. All right. Let's fly not this, because I don't want to bash it all up. No. Let's get caught up on chat first. Because I did get behind. Fly High FPVs in the house. What's up, homie? Cloudhopper said, oh no, we got that. Johnny then says, what if you were to use an analog capture card to a laptop with an HDMI output? So that will definitely work, because that's what we do here with OBS. But, and that was like my last resort, because I don't want to drag around the laptop and one of these, and you know what I mean? So yeah, I wanted to really try to avoid that. I don't know if I'd be willing to do that, because I'd have to like leave my laptop in the corner of the room and like F all that. Grepper says, good night all. I'll shut you a follow-up email, as your ass in your link tree. Thanks again. Thank you, brother. You're probably already asleep. Scott says, standard film frame rate is 24. So if you take 60 frames down to 24, you get 2.5 times slowdown. Yeah, that's true with film rate. With FPV though, we really don't, and like on gigs, it's very annoying when 24 frames a second is not enough for FPV with fast motion. It starts to look like a flip book, and it's super annoying to try to kind of explain that to directors sometimes that are shooting in 24 frames. It's about 50-50. About 50% of the time they trust me and they're like, okay, it's fine. The other 50% of the time they're like, no, you have to shoot in 24 frames, and I just fly as slow as I possibly can. But yeah, for FPV, 30 frames is actually what we want. That's why like any of like the tutorials on FPV output settings from Premiere or DaVinci Resolve, they'll always tell you like, 30 frames is what you want to send out to YouTube. It just looks so much better. But yeah, that's actually a little hack. Is if you want a little bit of extra slow motion, you can slow all the way down to 24, but then you have to output in 24, and I just don't think that looks as good. Surgeon Trips Jacket says, I'm glad you figured it out. Me too, man. Cole Power says, there's more than one way to de-interlace. One way is to double the fields. Right. So you only have half the lines are updated in a frame. You still get a complete frame each refresh. Very cool. That must be what the HD0 is doing then, because if it, yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, if you're taking motion, if you're taking frame 1 and frame 2, and there's motion between those frames, and you're combining them, it's gonna like Jello basically. It's not gonna be right. Yeah. So you don't want to de-interlace if you have fast motion with frame 1 and 2 out of the 60 frame source. Interesting. Kevin Sumner says, if you have 3 subsequent fields, 1 as odd lines, 2 as even, 3 as odd, 4 even, 1 and 2 is 1 frame, 2 and 3 is a frame, 3 and... You get a combined frame for every field. I don't follow that. 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, 4 is even. 1 plus 2, odd and even, is 1 frame. 2 plus 3 is a frame. You would want the incoming frames, though. You would want the camera to be 30 hertz. If you were going to de-interlace using those lines, you would want the camera to be 30 hertz. Super interesting. Cole Power says you can also combine fields, but you'll still see the interlacing artifacts. A good de-interlacer will minimize the appearance of interlacing. Jesus, these are all tongue twisters. This does not mean that a good de-interlacer will be technically accurate, but will produce an image that's more pleasing to the eye. Kevin Sumner confirming 25 frames a second is PAL, 30 frames a second is NTSC. Thank you, dude. Grepper says, awesome, hell yeah, is right. Cloudhopper says, thanks for all you do. Just joined on Patreon. Thank you, Cloudhopper, for the support. It means a lot to me. Patreon is the best way that you guys can support me. Shout out to Cloudhopper. There it is. There's the email. Welcome to the Gangly Gang, my friend. Much appreciated. Joey Murray sending me an email. I'm pretty sure I have both the caution and the blue waves. I'm pretty sure there was another new patron that I want to give a quick shout out to. Oh man, did I really not mark it? Quadbot also sent me something cool that I want to well, real quick. I want to properly dive into this, but Quadbot somehow inputted where we all are. And so, and yeah, this is really, really cool stuff. I got to figure out what to do with this. I think I'm going to put these screenshots up on the Discord. And then, yeah, everybody can see how many people are in their country, province, whatever, state. This is super cool. I wonder how he did this. Look, there's 6 people in Georgia, 4 in Alabama, 15 in California, 7 in Oregon, 13 in New York. Jesus, guys. 9 down in Florida, 4 in Texas. So yeah, this is really, really cool stuff. But yeah, I got to figure out where I'm going to put that. Probably just Patreon, but we'll talk about that when I can actually give some time to it. We only have like 6 minutes left. Cole Power says the 2.5 times slowdown is from 60 frames per second analog. If your sequencer is set to 24, you get 2.5x. Yep. 1B674H says, have you flown the Grinderino yet? I have not. I swear to God, it'll be soon though. I'm doing a bunch of flying this and next week to get stuff ready for Rampage the following weekend. So yeah, I'm going to be flying like all my stuff to make sure any of it works. I'm actually going over to Patrick's house finally tomorrow, his new house. And I'm going to put a bunch of these Freestyle rigs up in the air to see how destroyed they are. Cloudhopper says, cool. Assuming he created that before I joined, now Kansas is doubled. Nice. Yeah, he did that like a week ago. Cole Power says, did you hear about the cat that got shipped to Amazon returns? I did. Do you think we can do something like that with the stick ends, but with Teddy? No, I will not ship Teddy to you guys, regardless of your donation amount. He would not. He would just go bananas. Quadbot did. Danzilla. He is awesome. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of flying, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up for the afternoon. I left these on. That's terrible. I'm gonna fly with the HD0 goggles again because I'm gonna keep them and be using them. I might as well get some DVR. I also I want to do another. Can you guys be honest with me for a second? I really need your honesty. For the last 2 rampages, Stacy has specifically asked me, because they had low turnout on the micro freestyle contest submissions. She specifically asked me if I could do an edit and submit it. And I've won both years. She did not ask me this year. Should I not submit a micro edit? Because there's a pretty decent chance that I'll win again, and it's just kind of annoying when the same person wins over and over and over again. Or should I do a micro edit and submit it? She's super busy. I'm really tempted to ask her how many submissions there are, and then if there aren't many, I'll submit one. But like, you guys know what I'm saying? Should I not? Because, like, there's this weirdness of, like, I'm a professional pilot now, right? But, like, I'm not a Rotor Riot sponsored pilot, right? And I'm not like a professional freestyle pilot. I'm a professional cinematic pilot, and this is going to be a freestyle edit, right? I don't know. If I don't know. It's weird. This happened to me with autocross. Like I won driver of the year twice in South Jersey region, and I like felt bad. I was like, dude, I want somebody else to win. I want somebody else to have a plaque. Like, it feels weirdly selfish. I don't know. I'm probably just a crazy. I know I'm a crazy person, but Sir K says, may the best man/woman win. That's how these things work. Nathan Otis says, do it. Cole Powers says, do a micro edit, but intentionally submit a bad edit so you can boost everyone else by comparison. Kevin Sumner says, CiottiFPV is the Min Chen Kim of Rampage micro freestyle contest. Always win, people hate him. Yeah, is this just my way of making sure that people don't hate me? They're going to hate me anyway, because I correctly say that 65mm rigs are easier to fly inside. Apparently people have a problem with facts. Some people, not you guys. You guys are intelligent. Brandon's Big Pain says, when Bubby came out to St. Quadrix Day and won the contest. That's the noise that the fan is making in this thing. I can just turn the power down and it'll shut up. Transmitter power. Ah, no, get in there. Take it down to 250. I think that turns it off. Nope. It's 100 that turns it off. The dog is so confused. Oh my god, dude. Come on now. I'm assuming that, like, something fell in there because I would have noticed that. This is the module that's on ELRS 2.5. Well, now that I turn the power down, it just won't. Well, now it's down on 50 milliwatt. Nah, that's fine. 50 milliwatts is plenty for ELRS in the house. What are we going to fly? Mobula6 2024. No. Let's fly. Let's celebrate the ultimate freestyle tiny whoops and fly basically the exact same thing that was just live auctioned off, but my version of it that I won't be auctioning off on the tiny whoop 32,000 kV motors. The one that we were just flying is on 32,500s. There's no difference. Teddy, are you ready? Oh, sorry, buddy. I smacked you right in the face. Look at these spaceship-looking goggles. Ooh. Oh. Oh, boy. Look at that nice menu in there, though. All right. There we go. We flying. Can you get out of the menu, please? What are you doing? What's happening, HD0 goggles? You're stuck in the menu. Why are you stuck in the menu? Get out of there. Look at this dog. Teddy, you're a good boy, man. Helping out with the stream. I appreciate it. Hey, there we go. Oh, what? There's no memory card in them? All right, let's get some DVR. Maybe I'll do an edit with this flight footage from tonight. Teddy, back off. Back off, buddy. Oh, whoa! Whoa! The growl that he does is just hysterical. Oh god! Ah, it's a little dark up here. I'm not gonna be able to do shit. God, this thing flies good. So this is on the HQ YOLO props. Why did I turn to the left there? That was weird. Oh boy, that's a failsafe. That's what that is. That was like a full... Teddy! That was like a full-blown failsafe. That was weird. That wasn't like the typical, this transmitter needs time to warm up weird-ass failsafes that I've been getting lately. That was like a, there's a little micro one. Cool Whip. The Cool Whip move. Oh! Ooh. That went tumbling into the corner like a son of a bitch. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh, don't hit me in the head. Oh my god. Oh no. What just went flying? Oh. Damn it. That's actually going to be really hard to get out of there. Oh. Am I long enough? I'm not. Oh, shit. Something else fell. Damn you. Oh, another one. I knocked another one. You bastard, you. Oh my god. Okay. I got some of it. I got some of it. Oh, I got all of it. Man, I need to get this done. I need to put these strip lights back in there. Did I get it all? Is that everything I knocked down? Nope. There's still more. What's that over there? Oh, I know what that is. Oh, I know what that is too. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Relax. Everybody relax. God, you guys are so hyper. Here we go. Hey. Oh my god, why? Oh, for Christ's sakes. Teddy, back up. Good boy. Not so big and tough when it's up in the air, are ya? All right. What do we got here? Ciotti loop. Ah! Oh, come on now. Yep. Hey, oh! Yikes. Easy. Easy. Oh my god, I'm in the sim rig. Get out of there. Hey. Teddy, look out. This battery's pretty... I love when it bounces off and just like... It's just like, nah, we cool. We'll just bounce off here. No sweat. I mean, Bennett says, do it, win, be a champion, be the tiny... tiny Max Verstappen. Kevin Sumner says, just upgrade your ELRS 2 rigs and get rid of that module. I'm very tempted to do that, but holy crap, do I have a bunch of rigs that are still on ELRS 2.5. And like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's fine now. I turned the output power down. It's all good. I don't remember why I turned the output power up in the first place. Here we go. Whoa, that was interesting. Oh, I tried to get in there, and that's what she said. Nah, no. Yoink! Yep, we got it. We can do things. Maggie and I went to our first West Coast Swing specific dance lesson tonight. It was awesome. Dude, it's hard. The blues dancing that we'd previously learned at our Sunday lessons that we've been going to is much easier. Look at this good boy running around. Yo. Hold on, buddy. Relax. Hold on. Wait. Come on, buddy. Come on. Chase it again. I want to back it up. Him chasing it with me flying backwards is about as satisfying it gets. Why do you chase it and then you don't? Just pick, buddy. Are you gonna chase it or you not? Chase it. Oh, why? What do I have to do to get you to chase it? Do I have to hide it behind the hot dog? Chase it again, buddy. I want to film you. Come on. Look, it's a little flying ant thing. Go eat it. Look, now you can't see it. Don't just stand there. Ah! Woo! Oh, so close to the mega power loop. Oh God, why me? Oh my God, that was almost cool. Come on, Spaghetti-Edward. Oh, that was really cool. That was like a backflip stalled out. Like it went up through it. It did a backflip and then it fell back down. That was really cool. Oh, that was cool too. Shit. Nope, that's not cool. That was pretty cool. Oh God, easy, Teddy. Easy, big boy. Oh! Oh, you are the best dog ever. Come on, get it some more. Yeah. Come on. He's so good about like not actually biting it. Like he just, I don't know. He just wants to mouth it or something. That's never mind. Oh boy, Teddy, I'm gonna chop you up into little bits and cook you, and then just have you for dinner so that nobody else can enjoy you. Why do we want to destroy things that are adorable? Is it really so that like other people can't have them? Is that the deal? Do we have like this baked in selfishness? Or is that just me? Don't eat your boogers. Matt Erson says that's why he fights the tiny whoop. He has 2.4 gigahertz RX circuits in his brain. Cloud Hopper says, earlier tonight you were talking about Mobula6 AIO that you love best. Is that the one that was just before? Yep. We call it the 2G4. You can't get them anymore, though. It's very sad. I mean, Bennett says, CiottiFPV is the future, but seriously, those things might as well be that Apple headset. Sir K says, use that fat thing to buy a boxer. I have 3 QX7s, and I love them so dearly. I'm sure the boxer would fit my hands pretty damn good, but I just can't justify spending money on transmitters that are going to do pretty much the exact same thing. Ow! As the did you see that little low run that he did? Chase it! Why will you only chase it when it was just on the... Alright, hold on. You happy now? Now will you chase it? Yes, you will! That is a weird thing. Why are you like this, dog? Alright, we're gonna exploit. This is like a video game exploit right here. Back. No, buddy, go back out in front of it. Come on, go back out in front of it, buddy. Oh, Teddy. Why you gotta be so annoying sometimes? Oh! Okay, hold on. I might be able to get it this time. Ah, it's so difficult. Ah! Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh, come on. It's so hard to fly backwards. There's so much shit down here. Come on, buddy. No. Don't walk away. Get back over here. Look, it's on the ground. Yeah. No, chase it, you jerk. There's too much shit on there. Ooh, yeah. Where are you? Yeah. What are you gonna do now? It's on the table. Oh, shit. Oh, what do you got, buddy? Oh, shit. He gonna eat me. Come on. Come get some. You know you want to chase it. Chase it. Come on. Damn you. Yeah. Come on. Come on. This is bad. I shouldn't be doing this, man. It's only a matter of time before it gets tangled up in his beard, and that'll be the end of it. He'll never... But, I mean, it won't, like, hurt him. He'll just become afraid of it, and that's not a terrible thing. I mean, I don't necessarily want him to be afraid of it, but... It, like, sometimes it's a little bit annoying that he's not afraid of it, you know? Ah! Oh, that was close. Oh, the nice little bounce off the wall. That was cool. Oh, just got it. Oh! Oh! Oh, no! Oh! Oh, come on. Hey! Oh, the big one. Ah! I mean, if you're not gonna fly good, you might as well have a lot of fun. Oh, shit, I think it went through the gate. Ah! Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, hey, easy. Oh, God. Oh, boy. It's going to my hair. Okay, there we go. Woo! Shit. Micro Drone Underground is in the house. Kevin Sumner says, bring them to Rock Hill and Rampage. I'll help you upgrade them. You might have a deal there, man. I just, the whole ELRS thing just makes me want to jump off a building. I mean, Bennett says belly laugh needs to be clipped. Oh, there's plenty of those, my friend. Cloudhopper says Banggood still shows the 2G4 version still available. I have 3 already and ordered 2 more. Nice. I don't even, I'm so spoiled living in the US that, and just not ordering from Banggood that I don't even think of Banggood as a reseller anymore. That's pretty wild that they still have them in stock, dude. Good on you for grabbing a couple of them. They're great. Whoa! What? What was that? What even was that? Oh God! This is a fresh battery. This is a battery that has not been discharged many times. It is making some jam. Hey, yeah. Get in there. Ah. Come on, Lewis. Don't do it. Ah. Ah. Oh, Teddy. What's up, little boy? What you want? What you want? What you want? Oh, God. No. Come on now. Don't make me walk. Why you gotta do it to me? It was under one single piece of wire, and as we all know, that's just too much. It's just too much, man. There he is. Look at those ears, man. Look at those fucking ears. I will destroy you, dog, so that no one else can. you. As soon as I said I will destroy you, his little ears go forward. Oh, I looked down too much. I was trying to look down at him. He always jumps up. Oh, man, what a funny dog. You are the best, Teddy. I need to train this dog one of these days, but man, he is fun being not trained and kind of like a wolf. And, like, he's so small that, like, if he's acting bad, you just pick him up. And then it's just like, oh, okay. I'll stop acting bad now. But he does need... I do need to get a choke collar and get him trained up a little bit. Ah! Oh, boy, that was terrible. What the hell? Oh. Ah! Looked like a hamster running down a tube for a second there. Ah! Come on. Here we go. Let's get it. Yeah, there it is. Cool whip. Whoa! Nope. The 36,000 kV motors will do that. They'll change oh, wow. They'll change direction so fast that I can pull that, like... I can, like, come here and just, well, these will do it too, apparently. But with the 36s, you can go into that, like, going much faster. It's really wild. No, don't eat me. Oh, newbie drone gates. What do you think about that? Oh, shitters. What's up, Spaghetti Man? What's up, Spaghetti Monster? Good boy. You're a good boy. Tired out, buddy? Nope. Not too tired to chase it. Look at it blowing his fur around. Blowing the majestic fur around. Hey. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, but flying tiny whoops is more fun than flying anything else. Like, and it's easier and it's cheaper and, like, I don't know, man. I got nothing to prove anymore. And this whole, like, flying 5-inch thing, like, I don't know, I get it, but I just want to fly these. As evidenced by the fact that I don't fly anything else. And haven't in, like, almost a year. I don't know. Like, this is just better. You know what it is, too? Like, for work, like, I fly Cinewhoops and I fly 5-inch sometimes, and, like, that's enough. And like, the flying that I do for work, this is gonna sound bad, but, like, it's more fun. But a part of that is that I flew freestyle. I flew 3-inch, 5-inch freestyle exclusively for many years, right? For like 5 or 6 years. Nah, probably not that much. Probably like 4, maybe 5 years. That's like all I did, right? And like, there's only so many parking lots that you can go and rip balls in. And then, like, yeah, I don't know. Oh! Oh, no. Oh, I got lucky as shit on that one. Ah, get in there. Nope. Not even close. Ah! I forgot to give it the extra little blip to keep it off the wall. I don't know why I do that. I just throw it into this thing expecting it to stop moving, but I have to stop it from moving like I did that time. You gotta go it, blip, blip. You gotta do that first blip to keep it from banging into the... Oh, shit, you son of a bitch, you. You dirty rat hoe! Fall down. Fall down. It's not gonna fall down. Fly High says, train with treats, take whole meal, put it in your pocket. Yeah. I had a, when I was a teenager, hold on. Ah! when I was a teenager, I had a 100-and-something pound German Shepherd that was completely untrained. And my parents actually put him into a German Shepherd specific company in Florida that trains them for a week, and then they bring us in and train us for a couple of days. So I know how to train dogs. Teddy, interestingly enough, is shockingly non-food motivated. It's probably because the family gives him food all the time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he is not. He is very weird. I've done like. I probably haven't tried hard enough. I haven't spent much time because he's just he behaves really well, all things considered, and it is hysterical to have this little tiny untrained devil. But the main problem, the main problem is that if he gets out, he just runs away, and then we got to chase him down the street, and it's scary. So he really does need to be. Oh! Who's on fire? Your boy's on fire! Stop talking about Teddy and just fly, yo! Oh, another one! Ooh! Avoidance! Oh, you fuck! Damn, that was a good run. That was one of the best runs I've ever had. In terms of just doing, like, big, burly shit back to back. Easy, buddy. You're not as maneuverable as this thing. Oh, yeah! Expect to see that. I thought he was way behind me. He was fucking pacing me, yo. What the hell? I love this dog so much. Oh my god. Oh, his little nose just comes out of nowhere. Oh, that was too fucking good. Oh, that was too good. I was just not expecting that at all. At all. Oh my god. Oh, shitting hell. Iamy and Bennett says everything is cheaper. They can do the same thing. They're not going to hurt anybody in case of an accident. You can fly indoors. Listening to the range of the video, the whoop all the way. Oh boy, that is absolutely ridiculous. Last battery is kind of poofy, so this one is going to be a little rough. But thanks for hanging, my friends. CiottiFPV.com is a good spot. You can support me, join the Patreon, do all the things. And we will hang out like this together forever. Ah! Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no, no. Oh, I almost had it. Get out of there. Yeah! I've never gotten it out of that thing before. Where are you at, small dog? There you are. What are you doing? You running away now? You can't be the big boss because it's flying? All right, hold on. I'll crash before long. You know it. Hey, yeah. Ah! It's weird, man. Sometimes I just don't make the correction that is obviously needed. Give me 3 feet, dog. What are you doing? Ah! What you got, boy? What you got, Fluffy? Hey! Hey! Oop! Uh-oh! We good. Everything's fine. No! It's hard to get. It is hard to drop down with this thing and get the altitude control absolutely nailed. It's a problem with all these really high kV motors. Throttle Expo helps a ton, but really? Oh, wow. I'm hitting everything now. Oh, let's try this again. Ah! Oh my god, the ceiling. Trying to eat me. Stop it. Damn it. It's like if you blip the throttle for like a 1/16 of a second too long, it just rockets into the ceiling. There we go! Damn, just keep trying it. Oh! Oh, I didn't give it a big enough blip to keep it off the door. Whoo, shit. Oh. Easy, buddy. Okay. Oh, boy. Ah, see, like there. I just like hoped that it would not hit the side of the gate, which works a lot of the time. Oh, nope. Didn't line it up right. Now you're afraid of it? Teddy, will you please chase it? Chase it when I back up like this, dog. Oh my god, really? I just wanted to fly around backwards for a minute. Is that too much to ask? Oh, the ceiling ate me. Now I'm just flying like a dum-dum. No, I shouldn't have disarmed. That's the end of that battery, though. That was fun. As always. Man. Tiny whoops. Why do we fly anything else? Look how stupid these goggles look. Good lord. I'm not even gonna bring these to I'm not even gonna bring these to Rampage because I don't want to look stupid. I'll bring my fat sharks, so I look cool. Thanks for hanging, friends. CiottiFPV.com. Click all the buttons, and we'll hang out like this till the dawn of time. Jeremy says, speaking of Throttle Expo, what are your settings? Jeremy, you want to go to my channel and search for Throttle Expo. I spent about an hour explaining it. You using my settings is a terrible idea, and it's going to make your rig fly significantly worse. Throttle Expo settings have to be very specifically set for your exact rig, your exact cruising speed, your exact lots of other things. So yeah, so use the little search. Here's something that'll just change your life. If you go to somebody's channel on YouTube, there's a little tiny magnifying glass here. You click that magnifying glass and you can search only on that person's channel. So search for Throttle Expo, and I spent about an hour on it in this live stream here. Midpoint Monday, dialing in Throttle Expo, the secret for throttle control. Sit through it. It's a lot to learn, but that's the only way. If you don't set your Throttle Expo absolutely perfect, it will hurt you. It will literally make the situation worse. So if you're not willing to sit through a half an hour of me explaining it, don't set it, because like I said, it will literally make it worse. And using anyone else's Throttle Expo settings will make your shit worse, guaranteed. It is very, very, very specific for you, how you fly, where you fly, your exact setup, all the things. Man, I had a couple of minutes where I was flying pretty good there. That's rare. FlyHighFPV says, you can do recall training with praise if food doesn't work. Just practice in closed area over and over again. Yeah, the over and over, that's one of the problems. I'll be the only one that's training him. And yeah, it's just tough. I have a really hard time finding time for anything nowadays. I mean, Bennett says, it's not over till the fat battery flies. Thanks for the fun stream tonight, and congrats to the auction winner. Thank you, brother. Kevin Sumner says, bring the HD zeros to... I'll definitely bring them. I'm kidding. so you can peek on HD Zero pilots flying. It's a good idea. And Jeremy says, great, thanks, you're certainly welcome. Oh, Jake FPV says, what are your rates in degrees per second? 700 is pretty much stock rates. But don't use mine. Set your rates for you. There's lots of videos here on YouTube on how to dial in your rates perfectly for you. Yeah, don't use somebody else's rates. Set them for your brain. Your brain has rates built into it, and all you got to do is set your rates to match up with that. That's the way to do it. Using somebody else's settings, you're not somebody else's brain. It's not going to be as good as taking the time to actually do it for yourself. The easiest way to set it is you take your rig out and you do what you think should be a perfect flip, and you see if it over rotates or if it under rotates. If it over rotates, you got to do it a bunch. So you go out and do a bunch of rolls, and you see you'll either over or under rotate more often than the other, and then that's how you designate whether you want your max rotational rate to go up or down. If you over rotate more often, you want your max rotational to be lower. If you under rotate, you want your max rotation to be over. All of the tutorials here on YouTube talking about how to set your rates, so we'll take you through that, but that's the main thing. And then that's your degrees per second, and then your center stick sensitivity and your expo, just move them a bunch. Move them like a lot, and then fly it and see how it feels, and then move it a lot in the other direction, fly it, see how it feels, and then find where it feels the best. And that's it. You've set your rates perfectly for you. Thanks, friends. Be good. CiottiFPV.com for all the good times. Hold on, I gotta pick something to play you out. Play me out. Final 4K. Here's the RC Drift edit with the wrong music, so it'll be very weird. No, that's stupid. I'll play some raw flight footage from that. That'll make more sense. See you guys on Friday. Bye-bye. Normal time on Friday. See ya!
Thank you.